Thank you. Honorable Ministers, Maxim Reshetnikov, Minister of Economic Development of the Russian Federation, and my brother Mahmoud Thabit, Minister for Foreign Affairs and East African Cooperation of the United Republic of Tanzania, Your Excellencies, ambassadors and members of the diplomatic corps, leadership of the Russian Union of Industrialists and Entrepreneurs, the Russian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and the Congress Foundation, leadership of the Tanzanian Private Sector Foundation and the Tanzanian Chamber of Commerce, Industry and Agriculture, captains of industry from our two nations, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to you all. It gives me an immense pleasure to stand before you and address this important gathering convened on the sidelines of the 29th St. Petersburg International Economic Forum. Indeed, your presence here today is in large numbers reflects the steadfast commitment of our business communities from both sides to advance greater economic interactions that seek to serve the greater interests of our countries and people. For me and my delegation, this gathering is not a detour or a distraction from the main event, but a well-thought-out plan to bring together members of the private sector to engage candidly, exchange ideas, showcase products, and form business ventures that will extend far beyond the walls and corridors of St. Petersburg. It is simply not a gathering of rhetorics, but a gathering of great minds that see merit in advancing beneficial partnerships that deliver tangible results for the people of both our nations. I'm pleased to see in this room representatives of the most accomplished industrial entrepreneurs on the Eurasian region, Russia and Asia region, alongside the captains of Tanzania private sector. Some of them, I can see the faces over here, who are progressively contributing to national building. My presence here, therefore, is an invitation for collaboration for the two business and investment communities to agree on a common undertaking. Tanzania and Russia have been enjoying excellent historic friendship and cooperation for the last 6 decades, grounded by unity, solidarity, and mutual trust. In this case, we are definitely not starting from zero. We are taking off from a partnership that has gained a concrete ground. This is the perfect time now for us to concretize or to concentrate our efforts in facilitating greater economic engagements. Distinguished friends, to be honest, the existing level of trading between Tanzania and Russia does not match the status of our bilateral relations. Our bilateral trade by 2025 was below $500 million United States dollars. By 2024, Russia represents less than 1% of Tanzania's total trade volume. This is not where we should be. It is precisely this gap between the potential investment and trading and our actual performance that brings us together in this hall or in this room. Certainly, we have massive opportunities in different sectors of which we can work together for the betterment of our countries. Talking on business and investment potential in Tanzania, already Minister Maxim has touched on some of them. However, it would be remiss of me if I don't highlight some of the important facts that may be useful to this gathering. As you may be aware, Tanzania is home to more than 61 million people with a vibrant economic growth of 6% per annum, ranking among the fastest rates in Africa and maintaining a single-digit inflation rate standing at 3%. Tanzania, as the gateway to other parts of Africa, has the advantage of serving a market of more than 500 million people across Eastern and Southern Africa. It is also true that investing in Tanzania as the region logistic epicenter guarantees an access to a huge market across the continent. The port of Dar es Salaam, which is serving 6 landlocked nations, is now being connected to the standard gauge railway. Once completed, the standard gauge railway will halve the time and cost of moving goods internally and across the region. Ladies and gentlemen, moving on to trade and investment, there are 5 sectors with immediate and practical opportunities for Tanzania-Russian cooperation. First, Tanzania is endowed with vast mineral resources such as gold, uranium, nickel, graphite, and critical rare minerals or elements. In that regard, we welcome collaboration in conducting geological survey to ascertain actual availability of mining deposits across the country. We are also inviting partners for establishment of smelters, refineries, or smelters and refineries for the mineral beneficiation. Second, at the food basket of the region, Tanzania is undergoing massive agricultural transformation that demands reliable, affordable, and high-quality supply of agricultural inputs. Investment in fertilizer production, as Minister Maxim has said, is highly encouraged. We are well positioned to serve more than 500 million consumers in East and Southern African market. It is also pleasing to note that some of the Russian investors have already embarked on crop production in some parts of Tanzania. We all know that there's a company which already is producing banana in Morogoro region of Tanzania. So that's a starting point, and we'll continue with some other crops. Indeed, such initiatives are mostly welcome and highly encouraged. Third is on the generation of clean energy. Tanzania possesses significant uranium reserves and is committed to a diversified, modern, and low carbon energy mix. We are therefore actively considering incorporating small modular reactors technology in the long-term energy generation plan. Rosatom has shown great interest in this project, and the technical dialogue in line with the safeguards of the International Atomic Energy Agency continue to be undertaken. The other area is oil and gas. Tanzania has discovered about 57 TCF of natural gas, but we still need more exploration. So the private sector, Russian private sectors, are invited to work with us on that field. Fourth, on the health and pharmaceuticals, we're encouraging business to consider investing in production of pharmaceuticals, health equipment, and vaccines for both human and livestock. Our target is to reach 60% domestic production of health products by 2030. So you are encouraged to join us. Fifth, on transport and logistics. Tanzania is embarking in one of the most ambitious port infrastructure development, encompassing special economic zone in Bagamoyo area. It is the #1 flagship project of which we welcome Russian enterprises to partner with us. Equally, in our unique island of Zanzibar, we have the plan to develop a transshipment port, a very complex port complex in Magapwani area. The visibility study for both ports are ready, and we are encouraging partners to join us in these investments. On aviation, Minister Maxim has already said about it, and I'm happy to announce that Air Tanzania will be starting the direct flight from Dar es Salaam, Moscow, and Zanzibar. In the next month of July, and precisely 2nd of July, that's going to be the first flight to Moscow. Likewise, we look forward to Azur Air to commence direct flights from Moscow to Zanzibar, and this is an important milestone in strengthening trade and tourism. Distinguished guests, my role today has been to stimulate discussions. I'm aware that there have been business-to-business consultation before my arrival. My humble request to you is to keep the conversations vibrant and prepare to walk the talk. Move from rhetorics to actions. Talking alone won't bear fruits. So we should move from rhetorics to actions. My ministers and the rest of the team will provide comprehensive details on available opportunities in Tanzania. Please do not hesitate to engage them thoroughly. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, I wish to reaffirm my personal commitment and that of my government to further promote trade and investment between our countries. And without further ado, it is now my honor and pleasure. Are we closing or opening? We are closing, yeah? Or opening, because the discussion will continue. So it's my honor and pleasure to declare this Tanzanian-Russian Business Forum officially opened, and wish you fruitful deliberation. Asante sana. Spasiba большое. Thank you very much. Spasiba.